Yeah.
Welcome to XM Pipcast, the show where markets meet minds. I'm Zuraza, and today we continue our journey into the world of trading, not with charts or numbers, but with stories, strategies, and raw, real conversations. I'm joined by Muhammad Haziq Farhan, or better known on social media as Cikgu Crypto. 12 years trading and investing in cryptocurrency. Haziq is active in various platforms, sharing information on crypto. We'll be chatting about riding the crypto bull, how to maximize gains without losing your mind. Welcome to the show, Haziq.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Haziq,
Yeah.
up, down, sideways. How you define a bull run in crypto market?
Yeah, bull run in crypto market is really the key. The key thing is there's a continuously uptrend, right? If you look into the bigger picture, it's continue uptrend. It's a sustained uptrend.
We are not talking about 15 minutes chart. We are talking about
Yes, monthly
monthly.
chart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is due to institutional interest, right? More people coming into crypto, and the people that come into crypto is not a small one, right? Over the time, the one that goes into crypto,
We are talking about something like BlackRock.
BlackRock, BlackRock, which manage 11 trillion, much more than our country GDP, right? And it's not just that. US also already started accumulate Bitcoins.
Federal government.
Yeah, federal government.
Yeah. That's bull run, looking at the bigger time frame, bigger price charts, and also looking at down the horizon. How about bear market? What is a bear market? How do you differentiate between bull run and bear market? What exactly you're looking at?
Yeah. So basically, bear market is opposite of the bull run. So basically, bull run is why is bull run? It's not just people coming. It's also impacted by economy, right? During the bull run, you will see economy going up. Government start to print more money, all right, more liquidity into the market. Meanwhile, the bear market is totally opposite, where prices already go up, then institutions start to take all the money, and also the government start to take the money. So the central banks.
Are we talking about fundamental changes, sentiment changes, or people simply booking profit?
Yes, definitely yes.
Those three factors.
Those three factors, but definitely the bear market is started with the institution start to exit because they hold a lot of money. All right, they hold a lot of money, a lot of profit during the bull run. So when they take profit, so there's a very big downtrend. So then retailers start to exit. Yeah. Panic, yes. It's
Okay,
panic
we are
selling.
talking about bull run because we are looking at, for example, most crypto asset, most cryptocurrencies are at their peak at the moment, especially Bitcoin and also some other coins. How do you identify the start of a bull run? How do you know that something is going out, something is going up, and I can enter now? How do I identify those? What are the characteristics? How do I know when to enter the market?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. I believe everyone need to know about this, right? If you did not know about this, you will definitely buy at the top.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
all right. So we have two criteria. All right, the first is the fundamental. All right, the fundamental is we see about the supply. All right, so crypto have a supply. So we see how about the supply. Is it the supply reduce? All right, and also we see also the demand. Is it the demand increase? So before the bull run happen, we can see something happen in the fundamental supply and demand, where the supply start to reduce a lot, meanwhile the demand start to slowly increase. So it will impact the supply shock, right? So when the supply shock happen, that's
Her
when
price
the parabolic.
increase.
Yeah, that's the first criteria in terms of fundamental. The second part is in terms of technical analysis. We see about the major resistance, all right, and also the accumulation area.
That's another question that I have. How do you identify a fake out? What we mean by fake out is when you have market is going sideways, when it goes up, then goes back down. That's a fake out. But a breakout is something from a sideways market breaks and it continues up.
Yes.
How do you differentiate a move will be a fake out or a move will be a breakout?
Yeah.
Volume?
Yeah, that's a good question because in crypto I see a lot of retailer always trap. All right, always trap in this. Okay, the first key indicator is the volume. All right, the second key indicator is the market maker. All right, in crypto itself, to simply put, all right, is really a rig game. All right, but the rig game is based on whoever on a lot of money and whoever on a lot of Bitcoin, they can manipulate the game, right? So that's why basically I said it's a rig. Unless you know how they play, then you can distinguish which is the fake out, which is the real one. The fake out normally, when the price goes up, normally the price goes up is based on the futures, right? Where a lot of buying, but it's just a paper contract.
Yep.
It's not a real volume. So that's the key indicator. When you see, price going up, break out, right, everyone happy. Then we check the volume. Is it volume spot? Is it really what we call breakout also? If the volume is not breakout, so this is a fake out.
So futures goes up,
Yep.
the volume I think that happened recently, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I mean, quite recent, we saw the volume for futures went up, but spot price went up, but spot volume is not there.
Yeah.
So some people say that is some big players, and some say BlackRock were taking profit. Am I right?
Yes.
Is what
Yes,
happened?
definitely, yes.
Yeah.
So during that,
So
right,
that's a potential fake out.
yes, there's a potential fake out. Sometimes when the price break out, the fake out is not showing like immediately it will go down. Sometimes it takes like one or 2 days, right? If the price, the volume can match up within 2 days, so it will genuinely break out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Between spot and futures.
So futures.
When you see futures is catching up, the volume is catching up to the futures contract, then you might see higher probability for you to see a definite breakout.
Yes. Definitely.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that's one tips. One tips that I will
Got something
want
today.
to share to you. Yeah, because right now we have spot ETF and the volume is quite big. And nowadays the spot ETF volume, everyone is the spotlight to everyone, right? So basically, when the price break out, normally the spot ETF also have a big volume.
Okay.
That's the thing. Sometimes
That will be a higher chance of a definite
yes,
breakout.
it's a genuine breakout.
Genuine breakout.
Yeah.
Instead of you being cash up there, then price goes down back.
Yeah. That's an
Okay.
easy tips lah. If you want to go the hard way, you need to check.
How do I check this volume? Where do I look at it? Where do I find this
Yeah.
information?
You can check on the on-chain data. We
Chain
have
data, yep.
We have a lot of our website is free. You just Google it. We have Glassnode. We have a lot of website that give
Even the
data
traditional
for free.
website, I saw this on investing.com, for example.
Yeah, investing.com also have.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but normally, what I normally refer Glassnode lah.
Yeah, please not. Okay.
It's free. It's free.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, good. Okay, one word that always come in mind and we talk about crypto price is volatility, and that's part of our topic today. How not to go crazy? Crypto, for example, Bitcoin, it can go up. You can wipe out your account easily if you are using leverage. For example, for those who are trading. How do one navigate through the ups and downs in crypto?
Yeah, so basically, crypto is very volatile. Yes,
Yeah.
it's like it's place where you can get rich and you also can get poor.
Yeah.
Right.
In few hours even. Few seconds. Yeah.
Few
true.
seconds even. Yeah. But throughout my journey in crypto, one thing I realized that if you want really to success in crypto, please treat it as a business. Please treat it as a long play, and please treat it properly. Don't ever use your emotion as your indicator to buy or sell, right? So because when in terms of sentiment and psychology, people, right? Normally we tend to buy because of emotion, right? So in crypto, there's a lot of volatility. So throughout my journey, I see it's not a retailer. Sometimes I also impacted of this emotion, right?
I'm sure you went through that hodl period.
Yeah.
What did you do? How do you cope with those? What make you stay sane?
Yeah. So the thing that will make you stay sane is you have a lot of data.
Okay.
Right, in crypto, the why I stick in crypto, why I did not go to other place, because the data in crypto is very transparent. We can know who buy,
Yep.
we can know who
Of
sell,
course, the
what is the
technology
volume
behind it, yeah.
the technology
Okay.
behind is very transparent. So if I have access to a lot of data, I will become sane, and I know what I do. Right, when everyone want to sell, I will say it will goes up. Because the data showing right now is just to give you example right now, the supply is ratio to 1. It's keep downtrend because the demand right now is 3.
Yep.
If you compare, and why I say the price will still really going up, because I see the data supply and demand. But yeah, if you have a data, so definitely you know lah. But normally people just just based on emotion, just based on very little data, and then make a very fast judgment. So
One observation, if one look and analyze the price of Bitcoin, for example, I'm more into technical. I can talk about fundamental. I can talk about many other things. But one observation that I make for the price of Bitcoin itself is a 4-year cycle.
Yes.
That's for me myself. More or less 35, 36 months it goes up, and the current cycle is supposed to end in October.
Yep. Yeah.
October this year.
Quarter 4 around that.
Then after that, we will have 1 year down, 12 months. If you look at the current downside of Bitcoin, it is always 12 months, 12 months, 12 months, up 35, 36 months, 35, 36 months. Yeah? Can we use this in the market?
Yeah, we can use it. Basically,
Is time analysis?
yes. So basically, when I know about this, basically I started my journey in 2012, right?
Yep.
During
That was the
Yeah.
cycle.
yeah, and during that time it's already just started halving, and I realized after
I thought halving was the cost, but it was not. Actually, it might have something to do with halving. Of course,
Yes,
everything
it's
because
one
of the
factor.
supply,
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of the factor.
One factor.
But this time cycle is quite scary because I tried. Somebody showed to me this. Then I tried putting things the line in the chart. Then I saw 35, 36 month up, 12 month down. That is
Yes.
very relevant, right?
Yeah, it's very relevant. But you need to understand there is a bigger picture.
The bigger picture.
Yeah.
But then, of course, we are talking about monthly chart.
Yeah, monthly chart. But normally people know about this, but they see in the shorter time frame. That's
The problem is
That's a mistake.
you are looking at monthly chart to do the market structure.
Yes, correct.
But you are entering a H1.
Yes, that's why the mistake happened lah.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and basically the 4-year cycle throughout my journey in this crypto, when I started and realized it's really followed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so that's the tips that why I'm all in during the bear market. So basically, if I think
When market is in fear, that's when you are in.
yeah, to 2022 where I put in my video in TikTok, I call everyone to all in during the price 15,000, 16,000.
Yep,
because
yep.
I also all in. I sell everything. But why I very believe in this? Why is follow? Actually, is follow the economic actually. Right,
The cycle, yeah.
the cycle of economic. If you see the economic, right, the microeconomic really follow the 4-year cycle. So basically, previously I'm working as a oil and gas engineer, all right, multinational, and I realized
Even the amount of your bonus is affected by that.
yeah. But then I realized something. During the bear market,
Yep.
my company will lay off a lot of people. Right? Why? During the bear market, they lay off a lot of people. But during the bull run, they
Try to get more people.
they employ more people. And okay.
And you see this cycle happen every 4 years.
Yeah, it's really related to the business,
Yeah,
all the
the
big
up and down.
business, the multi company, etc. Right? It's really follow this cycle. And what I can say that the creator of Bitcoin really genius, because why? because they set a halving that is follow during the period of economic before it booming. It's already recovery.
Yes.
They do a halving.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The same observation that I made is that the halving is not directly exactly the same time before and exactly. It's very interesting. Some people use the halving. They want, this is the time to buy, but actually sometimes you are too late.
Yeah.
Or too soon. Either one, and it goes down.
Yes,
Either one. So, on the way to meet you today. I mentioned to you before we started recording, I was talking to somebody, and one of the question that I asked that person was, if you, I'm hosting a podcast, and I asked that person, what you want to know? And one of the question that he asked me to ask you is, how much to start? How much should I put? What is the good amount for me to start in crypto? I'm new. I want to test. I want to try. Should I start with $1,000? Should I start? Say we don't. That person doesn't have any problem. Knowledge, of course, new, but no problem on capital. So, but I want to start first. I want to see first. What is a good amount? $100? 1,000? 10,000?
Alright. The good amount is use these tips. The tips is what amount that if you put the money, if you lose, it's okay. Right? So
you don't blink your eyes.
You don't blink your eyes. So basically, the first amount that you want to spend is the amount that you want to learn. Because and you need to treat the money and the capital that the first time you do is for learning. Because in crypto, right?
So the first year is not to lose money.
The first year is lose money.
The first year is losing
if
money.
you want to learn about crypto, definitely if you fear of lose money,
that is investing in crypto.
Yes.
But for those who are talking about trading in crypto,
definitely need to use very small amount of money.
Yeah.
Yes. Because still new, don't have experience. In crypto, right? Due to this volatility, very big.
Maybe we need to define what is trading and what is investing in crypto. Investing is you buying.
Yep.
So, and if you're talking about trading, you can go up and you can, meaning you can short and also you can long. When you're talking about trading, you start a smaller amount.
Yep.
But investing, you're talking about that amount that you are comfortable to lose.
Yes, comfortable. Basically, overall, it depends on their experience. Because the first time is you need to experience. In investment, it's not about you have a lot of knowledge then you success. No,
of course.
It's based on the experience
and luck.
Luck happen when you face a lot of things. Luck is not simply I'm miracle. It's not like that. Luck is if you do a lot of works, you do good, right? Allah what treat rewards, etc. And then luck will happen. Basically, the luck will happen if you put your effort to it. So basically, the first thing, example.
So basically, bulan jatuh ke riba won't happen.
Alright. So basically, right, that's the thing that if you have a saving like $10,000, alright, normally you can start 1% first, 2% first, 3% first. The thing that you comfortable is just for started. When you already comfortable, you already test all your knowledge. It's work and this thing is works. You keep learning and you
basically
test.
Defining your risk tolerance.
Yeah, risk tolerance, right? Then you can increase more and more, right? So the starting is based on 1% from your saving is a good starting point. Example, you have 10,000, you start with $100 first.
Where do I start?
$100.
Say where do I put that $100? 100 ringgit, for example. Where do I put? How do I go into crypto?
Yes. In crypto, first you started with Bitcoin first, right? Because in crypto, Bitcoin is the kingmaker, alright, the driver. If
the
you,
bellwether, basically.
The bellwether, yes. If you did not understand the Bitcoin, so you cannot do well into the other coin. So if you understand the Bitcoin very well, then easily you can understand, okay, if Bitcoin goes up, the rest will also goes up. So start with Bitcoin first. Once you really conquer Bitcoin, you understand, then you can start to move into the riskier coin. Yeah.
How do you define Bitcoin? Is it a commodity? Is it an asset? Is it a currency? What is Bitcoin?
Right.
When you look at financial instrument, you have commodity, soft and hard commodity. Then you have ETF, derivative. Then you have equity. You have bond and also stock, common stock and also preferred stock. Crypto, Bitcoin, for example. Where do you put it? Is it a different category by itself?
Yeah.
One interesting thing that I see is you have different cryptos serving different purpose.
Yeah.
So can we lump it under commodity? Can we lump it under asset? How do you define crypto?
So basically, this thing is quite have a lot of argument.
Yes.
Right. Because
I asked this question since I can't remember. Long time ago, 2013. Even I asked somebody who I think the person is still in crypto market. What's define to me what's Bitcoin? Because that time I was quite skeptical. Of course, majority of the people at that time, but now everybody want to be in crypto. How do you define it? What is it?
All right. So basically, there's a lot of discussion about this, and I just take one from the US. Their opinion about the crypto. They put the crypto Bitcoin itself lah as a commodities. So that's why they can what we call it trade it and make spot ETF. Right. But in my opinion, right? In my opinion, I see crypto as a asset digital, or it's an asset. It's an asset. And I did not treat it as currency because why? It's like this. You have stock market, right? You have stock market, and also if you see the company, the technology company, right? They also have a stock. So what I see crypto is the technology itself, right? But it's not owned by the company. So
Meaning?
Like this example, Amazon, all right?
Okay.
Amazon have technology, all right, and they also have a company that own the Amazon, right? They run the background of the Amazon. Meanwhile, the crypto itself is like a share, all right, but it's not on.
Are you talking about token?
Yes,
Is it
about
token?
token.
Okay.
It's not run by the centralized. So that's why I treat it as a asset.
Okay.
Right, asset.
Okay.
Due to this, when I compare with the stock market, technology stock market, it's like that lah. Yeah.
One observation that I have is, if you're talking about Bitcoin itself, more or less the purpose something like gold, value retainer,
Yep.
and also as the standard, as the bellwether of the whole thing. Then you have other coins that serve its own purpose. For example, Ethereum, for example, Solana, Meme, and other things.
Yes, correct.
So it depends on the type of and what's the purpose of the one. And another observation that I make, and the current word, if you're talking about crypto now, is stablecoin. Everybody's talking about stablecoin. What is your take on stablecoin?
Yeah. Actually, stablecoin is backed with US dollar.
Everybody want to have their own stablecoin nowadays. If you read the news recently, banks, everyone basically.
Okay, let me give you a story. Why? All right. So basically, this is the what we call it, the result. If you see, the biggest stablecoin is Tether, all right, and also the biggest bank is JP Morgan, right? So
And that's what I'm referring to.
yeah, you see what the earning 2024, JP Morgan have 124,000 employee, and the earning is like billion, all right, is billion, I think 84 billion right now. But Tether, all right, the earning much is not so far different with JP Morgan, the largest
More
bank,
or less the same,
right?
yeah.
But the employee just 100.
Yeah.
So due to the nature of stable coin that is decentralized, it's easy to automatic. It's like no need people to
No
run.
need to have too many employees.
Yeah, too many employees.
Yeah.
So definitely it will get a lot of margin and profit. So that's why the reason why banks, why everyone want to make a stablecoin, do this money profit. Yeah.
And cost cutting.
Cost cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we talk about bull market. We're talking about making money. And you yourself, I know you are on social medias dealing with so many people, DMs, so many people, interaction offline, online. What are the most common mistake that you see for those who are in crypto market? What are the most common mistake that they make? What do you see that they do wrong?
Yeah. This is my observation. During the market discount, right, when the price goes drop, I'm very bullish. I want to buy. I try to find any capital that I want to buy. But during that time, why people don't want to learn? Why people don't want to DM me? But during when the price goes up already 10%, 20%, then the people want to learn.
They want to buy high.
Why people want to buy at the very expensive price? Why don't you buy at the cheaper price? So basically, that's why I see the common mistake of the people is they buy based on emotion, not based on knowledge. Not based on the understanding about the crypto, about the technical, etc. Just emotion, right? They're afraid that if they did not buy it now, it will going up.
They miss the trend. They miss the bus.
Yeah, they miss the bus. But
one thing I can share with you, I myself held some Bitcoin last year. Then when I went to a supermarket near my house, and the cashier knows me, and she asked me, "Bang, boleh beli Bitcoin tak bang?" And that was when I exited the market, took profit. And exactly that was when Bitcoin hit the the all-time high. So when people are in greed and everybody for more, that's when you exit the market.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. And the problem is when the market goes down, and the one thing about crypto, because people don't see it physically, right? And we do have something happened, some scam last time.
Yeah.
So when market goes down, people will say this is not real money. What do you say on that?
So
This is not real. It is something I don't even know who's the founder of Bitcoin. Right? Who put this BlackRock? Who's behind this? Is it the Illuminati? That's what everybody says. So when market goes down, how do I am sure that this is something that is right for me to put my money in?
This is a quite important question that people need to know, because if you want to know where's the bottom,
But that was me I think most of the people at that time, even BlackRock is like that at that time. But now I think everybody changed. But how do I know this is good for me to keep even if the price going down, still keep on going down? Because that's the best time to enter the market, right?
Yes, correct. And people will tend to fear when the price goes down. They said, okay, it will going down again, going down. So nevertheless, they will buy. When the goes up, then they will buy. So basically, you need to see the smart money. How example, right? During just recently when the Bitcoin hit 74 around that, I tell my communities, I said the bottom is in, right? Based on technical analysis, you bigger time frame, this is the retest breakout, alright? 74 is the quite good retest area. The second thing is I see the smart money, right? One example.
You're talking about the volume?
Yes,
Part of it,
the volume. Because if you know the smart money, definitely it will trace back into the volume, right? So basically, during that time is a big manipulation by Trump, and I see.
Oh, okay.
All right, President Trump, right? And I see why I know the bottom is in. I'm quite surprised. The Trump portfolio last year is around 10 million. But
look at it now.
Yeah, now it's already 1 billion.
Yes.
It reached 1 billion during the bottom is in.
Well, what actually happened to Melania?
Okay.
What actually happened to it?
Right. So
there was one coin. Yeah.
Actually, I'm not a fan of Melania.
Okay.
Because in crypto, right, the
Pump
stars,
down?
the stars of the stars of the coin is Trump lah. Because Trump have a power. So Melania is don't have a power. So that's why I did not bullish.
No bone behind it.
Yeah, no bone behind. But
Okay.
people tend to buy because when the Trump goes up, they
For
FOMO, miss the
for those who
opportunity.
doesn't know, try to search this the dollar sign Trump. Then you will
Yeah,
understand
yeah.
what we are saying. So is that where I'm supposed to put my money in?
Trump is we have a lot of meme coin lah. Trump is one of it. If market manage to goes up 150k, 174k,
Bitcoin,
alright, Bitcoin, definitely people will praise Trump, and as part of token of appreciation, they will buy a Trump coin. So that's the reason that I still bullish with the Trump coin lah.
Okay.
Due to this, because Trump have a power,
Of course.
but millennial don't have a power.
Of course.
So that's why.
So millennial out, Trump in.
Trump in.
Okay. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk don't have coin actually. Yeah,
Doge?
he just support the Dogecoin. Yeah,
And Shiba Inu.
Yeah, Shiba Inu. When I see the what you call it, the money trail, all right. Actually, the Shiba Inu and Dogecoin same well ni. Right, it's the same well because Dogecoin is already what you call it already old. Alright, they want to make a new coin, so that's why the previous cycle Shiba Inu come. So this cycle, which one will become the winner? Let's find out.
Okay, what's the next big move? Okay, 12 years in the market. Any insight that you can share with our audience? Any good tip? Decentralized financing, token. Where else should I put my money in? Which coin? Maybe something along the 1 year or 2 years period. Because if I want to put into Bitcoin now, it's high. So what is next?
Alright. So this is my strategy. I tell you my strategy. Actually, for the long run, I will accumulate Bitcoin. But if you want to become rich, Bitcoin is not the way, because Bitcoin very small gain, right? So my plan is I will buy alternate coin. Alright, they have a very big potential, make a lot of money. Then during the main market, I will all in into Bitcoin back. So when I compare the what you call it, the gain is much better about alternate coin. But in terms of alternate coin, we have million of alternate coin.
How do I identify what's good, what's not?
Yeah. So basically, you need to understand about the sentiment of psychology of the world. So it's like this: when people thinking about that, all right, definitely if the crypto related to that, people will buy that. When I observe retailer, normally they will buy based on the subconscious mind, right? So the tip is you see what happened in current world right now. That is the key thing that the coin will goes up. So I put it just a big narrative. We have 3 narrative that I'm still stick with this buran. Alright, this buran, we like you mentioned just now, end of October, but based on my data, it can goes into November or December, and based on economic buran, it can extend a bit. Alright, but this is still in my studies, still in my research lah. Right, 3 narrative that nowadays always thinking about. The first one is real world asset. Alright, because the regulation coming, the all example the thing that we discussed just now in terms of stable coin, it's also the real world asset.
Genius Act was behind it. Yeah.
So nowadays company try to adopt the cryptos, and that crypto will become the real world asset lah. Alright, basically bank want to adopt this type of narrative. So this is real world asset. The second narrative is AI. Alright, because nowadays AI is everywhere. Alright, people always research about AI, training AI. So basically, when the price goes up, what they will think, oh, AI is a good thing, because a lot of things are good in AI. Nvidia goes up, etc. Right? So definitely they will buy a coin that related to AI. The third is meme. Why meme? Is because nowadays, if you ask the SPM people, right, what you want to if you become if you already finished school, what do you want to do? I want to become influencer. Because
hopefully my son is not doing that.
Yeah. There's the younger generation, younger generation.
I read something quite disturbing about people doing live 2% and how it affect long-term productivity. But go on, continue on.
So when nowadays people want to become famous, and they can become famous easily by the social media. So basically, the famous is related to attention. And the narrative that related to attention is meme.
Yeah.
Because meme always goes 100% marketing.
Yeah.
Is you compare about the technology is very like keep quiet.
Nothing behind it.
Yeah. They want to promote the coin, but you compare with the meme, 100% community, bring community in.
But if
marketing.
it goes up, it really goes up.
Yeah, it really goes up.
But it goes down, it really goes down.
It goes down
Then
because
there's
they take profit lah.
there's nothing. Rug pull.
Yeah. So that's also the risk lah. The risk. But this three narrative is a good tips for you to try explore. So this is based on my research, 2 years research. Since 2024, I see this trend, and until now, it's not yet diminished. I see this is the coin that keep going up, right? But this category will have a lot of coin, so that for you to find out which coin.
Interesting. Okay, so Haziq, we move on to the next segment of XMP Cast, the rapid fire question. Ready, Haziq?
Okay.
Okay. What was your very first trade in crypto, and how did it go?
Right. So my first trade in crypto was disaster. Alright. So basically, I started with mining.
Normally that's good actually.
Yeah,
If you started with a disaster, it happened to me too. But continue on.
Yeah. The starter is good lah. Good
Because
strategy.
it's eye opener.
Eye opener Bitcoin.
You thought you know everything.
Yeah. When you think easier to make money, etc. Then the Bitcoin, I sell Bitcoin to buy the shitcoin.
Okay.
Alright, so yes, it definitely
I
goes
heard
up,
this
but
many times.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's I did not take profit, right? Because of the FOMO, emotional holding. So then disaster. The first trade I do is disaster.
How much did you lose?
I think during that time, 20 Bitcoin. To 20 Bitcoin.
Innalillahi wa inna ilaihi
I sell
raji'un.
that much over there to trade. But I said,
How much is that 20 Bitcoin nowadays? Never mind. Kalau.
But this is a good lesson learned.
Yeah.
So I know that Bitcoin, I need to accumulate Bitcoin. And alternate coin, if I have low profit, I will buy Bitcoin. So only Bitcoin that I accumulate.
That's what I said, the value preservation just now.
Yeah, the value preservation. Yeah.
The goal.
The goal is Bitcoin.
Yeah.
The rest still uncertainty which can last because the rest is the not scarcity. Right? Bitcoin only have a fixed,
limited amount.
In the circulation right now is already 92%. Right? So it's almost 100% in the market. So it's a good scarcity lah for the long term.
Okay. If you could give your beginner self one piece of trading advice, what would it be?
Right. So don't greed. Right? Don't greed. And always exit. So before you buy, you need to understand when I want to exit. Right? So if you do not know where to exit, don't buy. Right?
You make money, you lose money from your exits. When you enter, you are taking risk. That's for sure. But you make money or you lose money by identifying where you want to exit. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
So that's a lesson for myself and for all of us actually, those who are in the market, in the financial market. So, recapping back, Haziq, what we touched so far, the bull run still on.
Yep.
Very much on.
Yep.
What one need to do is to identify the right coin to enter now. Yes. Still have time, but identifying that is not easy. Identifying the right coin to put your money in is not easy. How do one do that? Basically to learn more.
Yep.
And understand more how the market works. And anywhere people can follow you, Haziq. Maybe you can tell the audience.
I have my TikTok. You can search Cikgu Crypto.
Cikgu Crypto.
But beware of the scammer. I think we have like
I saw
20
few
scammers.
Cikgu Cryptos actually.
Yeah, there's all of scammers. 20 scammers.
So this is the face, if you want to know.
But the scammer also using my face.
My
so
face.
so basically, how you want to distinguish is you see the video. If scammer, they just put like 100 video, but my account already put like multi-thousand video lah, right? And also the followers lah. If the highest followers is the genuine lah.
Okay, of course.
Scammer cannot reach in my followers yet.
The number of followers. Okay, Haziq. So I think that wraps up our today's episode with Haziq. Huge thanks to Haziq for joining XM Pipcast and sharing his insight on how traders can adapt and also can learn more about the bull run in the market. And it's not over. That's very important.
So, the big thing yet to come. The big thing is yet to come.
Maybe next episode. And if you enjoyed this chat, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on YouTube at XM Malaysia and also Spotify at XM Malaysia. Thanks for listening and catch you next on XM Pipcast.